Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is September 16, 2022. Hope you're all doing well. In today's segment, let's take a look at how to trade option like a pro and make money in this market. Market is very choppy. If you are into options, you can make ton of money, especially using Optionstrat. So with that, let's jump into Optionstrat and see if it's worth your money. So with that, let's jump in and get started. First, let's go into the pricing and features of this tool. So let me go into the pricing page here. Look, if you want to go into Optionstrat, I suggest if you are a beginner, start with the free account. As you can see here, free account is absolutely free. You can use it as much as you want with some limitations. As you can see, there is a delayed 15 minutes code which works for many folks, and there is a limited option flow included. That's also okay for a beginner. And you can look at basic features. You could look at the app on your mobile device. So that's the basic feature, which is absolutely free as long as you want it. And I suggest if you're a active options trader, go with the live options tools. It's about $12 per month if you have an annual subscription. If you want to go with the month to month, as you can see here, it's about $15 per month, not too much. I know a lot of people who basically charge $50 to $100 per month for these type of data. And look, with this live option here, you get a lot of good information here. You get the live price, which is great, no delay, and you can see the market events and news. And you can look at the volume overlay. I love their volume overlay. If you look at this little more detail, visually you can see which strike have got volume, whether it's call or put, so you can trade where the volume is. And it will also show chance of profit. This is one of my favorite way to really analyze the strategy. It will show you the chance of profit or profit probability upfront. Then you can look at net Greeks. You can look at the IV charts. We'll look at some of these in a little more detail. And if you're a very savvy options trader or active options trader, I suggest you go with the live option flow, which, as you can see here, $500 per year, not too much at all. So with that, you'll see live option flow. You can look at the saved filters, alerts, performance tracking, historical searching. So this is where you can follow some of the big institution and follow the smart money and look at their strategies and see if it's worth putting money into those strategies. So with that, let's jump in and look at the tool. All right, let's go back to Optionstrat here. As you go into Optionstrat has got three main modules. The first module is really build a strategy. That's where you can start. You can build your own strategy. Next module is optimize the idea. I love this. This is a great tool here. You can really look at the idea by bullish, bearish, neutral, so on and so forth. And then finally, if you're an active trader, you can follow the smart money and see what smart money is doing and look at those big sweeps, blocks and splits and follow them. And now let's jump in and look at this tool here. As you go into the tool here, you can you can see some information here. You can track the unusual option. For example, right now you can see GameStop. Looks like it's a big block trade here, big amount, as you can see here. And they're buying $10 call option here. If you want, you can research it and follow the smart money. And we got a few more, as you can see here. So with that, what we'll do is we'll start with the build. This is the first module of Optionstrat. So as you go into build module here, look, these developers of this tool, they put a lot of thoughts. It's all the option strategies are classified by novice or beginner, as you can see here. then there is an intermediate category, and there is an advanced category, and finally there is an expert category. And look, they have put so much thought into it. They've color coded all these all these bullish strategies. They're in green. Look, there is a long call is in green, then there is bull put spread green. All the green strategies are bullish strategies, and all the red strategies, they're bearish strategies. Look, long put, it's a bearish strategy. You make money as the stock comes down. And they got income strategies here. It's in a little different color, as you can see here. And then finally they got the income strategies. They got neutral strategies in white color here. And as you can see here, they got they got some of these directional strategies like butterflies in a pinkish type color here. They put a lot of thoughts here, and they've color coded so it's easy for you to understand. As you hover through the strategy, for example, long call, you can see a small text here that explains what the long call. There is a nice picture so you can understand them. Even if you're a savvy trader, sometimes you can you tend to forget. This will kind of give you a quick reminder, also with a nice picture here. For example, a lot of folks get confused in butterflies. It also tells you what's butterfly, and there is short butterfly, and if you want long butterfly, there's a picture also. So with that, let's jump into the long call here and look at few strategies and go from there. Look, as you go into long call here, it will bring up a nice looking chart here. I love the way they put this together. It's very easy to understand. The tools like Thinkorswim also have something similar, but it's nowhere as simple and intuitive as Optionstrat. So with that, we got Tesla on the top here. Tesla right now it trades at 303, as you can see here. Look, its price is 303. It's down slightly today. And look, we got a call option here at 305. As you can see here, 305 is out of money. And look, Optionstrat tells you chance of profitability is 34%. So there is only 34% chance you'll make money if you go with this. And also look, right now I'm selecting 28, which is 42 days out. But I know many folks want to trade long options to a little more longer duration. You can just select 16. Now it's 91 days, as you can see here. And now chance of profitability is 35 again. So with a very liquid stock like Tesla, you can manage to go even 35 days out. That's good enough. Or I would say, go with 42. That's also good enough. And from a strike perspective, I don't suggest out of the money strike. It's good to go with the in the money strike. Look, right now it's 305. Chance of profitability is 34%. I suggest you go into a little more in the money, say 295 or 290. Now you're in the money, your chance of profitability increases. And depending on how aggressive you want to be or conservative you want to be, if you're conservative, you can go here. And you could go even 265, 260. Look, now you are paying little more money. Your net debit is 5,000 and your chance of profitability increases. So this is one way to do it. Tesla, as many of you know, stock moves up and down violently. You could make money with the stock like Tesla. You could even go to 290 or so, or even 280. You're just putting up $3,000 and you can get the upside of Tesla. Tesla is one of my favorite stock. And look, as you hover through here, there are some red bars here. These red bars at the down here, it tells you there are a lot of people, holding the put options here. There's a put option volume. This could be some of these folks selling some put option to make money. We'll look at the put options in a while. Let's start with call option. Look, if you do something like this, now we got chance of profitability 40%. We are a little bit conservative, And if you want to sell out of money call option, you could drag this all the way here. Now look, your chance of profitability is low here. You're taking more and more risk. And my favorite way with Tesla is really to buy a call option, maybe around 290 or so. Put about $3,000, and as Tesla jumps up by 30-40 bucks, you could get some make some money within a day or two, and you can close the trade. And for the folks who don't have don't want to put so much money into Tesla, they could go with the spread. So look, with this tool it's very easy. You could just add a trade here. Let's go and add a trade and build a spread. Look, I could click on add here, and I could say I want to sell a call in Tesla and build a nice spread. Look, we got a spread right now, 290 call, 305 call. This is really, I'm buying the call here. The moment you see on the top that tells you you're buying, quantity is +1. As you click on it, it also tells you what the volume and what the open interest. Look, there's the open interest here, and gives you all the Greeks, implied volatility, and so on and so forth. So with this, look, we are increasing our chance of profitability to 53%, and we are putting up a lot less capital. Look, you're just putting up $865, and your max profit is $635. Many people may not like this profitability too much. What you could do is you could really go into, instead of 290, you could go to 295. So that way you can you could right now 290, 305. Look, you're putting up 865 here. You could even move this slightly here at to 310. Now look, you got you're putting up $1,000, as you can see here, and you're making 867. That's not too bad. And if you want to be a little more tighter, you could go into even 295 here, and you could go to 305, just $10 wide spread. Now look, you're almost making, you're paying 5,692, and your profitability is 408, which is pretty good. Look at the chance of profit here, 52%, which is great. As long as Tesla stays above $300, you'll make money. And look, it also tells you a nice break-even point here. Right here, this is you got the break-even at 300.92 here. That's your break-even line right here. As the price goes above, you'll start making money. And if you want to know, right now it's at expiration. You could pull this here and see how you'll make money as as in multiple days. Look, if I pull it here, let's start pulling it. Right now I'm here, 5 days remaining. Look, the chart is kind of shifting, and your money that you make will be changing, as you can see here. So as you go nearby, it kind of tells you how much money you'll make. Let's go here. All right. So this way you can pull up and down, and it tells you how much, you might want to keep it just for 7 days. It tells you how much money you can make, or you can go all the way and keep it till expiration. You can go all the way here and keep it till expiration, and it will give you the chart here. All right, so that's your spread, and you can go back to build here. Many times, in this market, folks want to sell put option or put spread. So you could go into this selling strategy here. You can say, hey, you know what, I want to buy a naked put. You just click on naked put here. Tesla, right now stock price 303, as you can see here. And if you're selling a naked put, I suggest keep watching the volume here. Look, 245, there is a nice volume. Look at the bar here, nice volume. You can just pull this all the way to 245 here. We got nice volume like we talked about earlier. 245, there you go. And I can click on this here. It tells you there's a nice volume here. Look, where is the volume? 33 volume here, and open interest is 102. Typically when I want to sell put option, with stock like Tesla, I could go 42 days out, or even I could go I can be a little more aggressive and go like maybe say 35 days out. If you want to go 35 days out, you can take it all the way into say 270 here. There's some good volume here, and you could go from there. Look, it tells you what the volume, nice looking volume as you can see here. And your net credit is, look, you're making $875, and your max loss is 26,000. That's really the amount of money that you will need to buy Tesla if it comes to this 270 minus the credit that you already received. So which is a good strategy. I say if you want to buy Tesla anyways, if it comes to that price, this is a great strategy. I know that a lot of people make a living by selling put options on Tesla. So with that, look, there is a nice looking chart. It tells you your break even. As long as Tesla is about 261, you will break even. So it's a good strategy here. A lot of people make money just by selling put options on Tesla. And some of you might think, what, I don't want to put so much money into risk. So for those folks, you don't need to sell naked put option and lose sleep at night. You could go with the spread. So if you want to do a spread here, you could just add a spread, go here, and you could just say I want to buy a put. So right now you're doing is you're buying a put here. So I say you can sell a call option right here. You can sell a put option right here, and you can buy a put option. Look, you can buy a put option maybe at right here. So that way you don't need to pay too much money. Right now what we're doing is we are making it a defined risk strategy, and our net credit right now is $212, which is good enough. And look, our margin requirement came pretty much down significantly right now from about $28,000 to $1,000. That's a great one. It's a defined risk strategy. Your max loss is 788, and your max profit is the money you received, which is 212. This is a great strategy, especially if your account size is small. You could go with this. You will sleep much better at night. Look, if you go with this, your break-even point is at 267. As long as Tesla stays about 267, you will make money. And one of the best thing with this, keep watching here, chance of profitability 76%. Put option selling is a great strategy, mainly because you'll make money if the stock goes higher or if the stock goes sideways, as long as it stays above your break-even point. In this case 267, you'll make money. That's why chance of profitability is very high, as you can see here. All right, so that's about bull put spread. There are a lot of strategies. I suggest you take a look at those. And one of my favorite strategy in this market is really put ratio spread. So that way, even if the stock comes down slightly, you can make money. You could click on put ratio spread here, and look, we got put ratio spread. Let's take a look at this here. Right now, stock price is at 303. And we got a put ratio spread. It's suggested by Optionstrat. It's saying you can do 303 here. That's the put option that you're buying, as you can see here. And it's suggested you can buy two. You can actually sell two put option at 295. It's a defined risk strategy. As you can see here, you'll receive a nice credit about $1,300, and your estimated margin is 5,200, not too much. Your max loss is 27,000, mainly because you got a naked put here. That's making max loss higher. But look, your max profitability is 2,151. Look, you're almost making twice your net credit. If the stock comes around this price here, look right here, this is your price where you'll make most money. As if the stock comes around this price right here, you'll make some good amount of money. That's your max profitability level here. As long as Tesla stays about 273, you'll make money. And look at the chance of profitability, 72%. And many folks may not want to do this because they don't want to have this max loss so high. So what I suggest for those folks is really, convert this into a broken wing butterfly and buy a put option way down here. So what you could do is you could add a put option here. Let's see here, and you could buy a put. And let's see 295. You could maybe do 270 or 260. Let's try that. So look, we got 2 here, 2 put option buying. I'll change it all the way here to say maybe 260 or so here, or even let's do 280 here. Look, now we are converting this into a put broken wing butterfly. Now see what happens. It's a defined risk strategy. You can sleep well at night. Look what's going on now. Your net credit drops slightly, 173, and your max profitability is look, it's $1,000. As if the stock comes towards 295, this is your region where you make most money here. So look, max loss is just 494. You will sleep well at night here. You don't need to worry about market crashing and you're going out of business because it's a defined risk strategy. And also see here, chance of profitability is very good here, 64%. This is a great strategy. You could go with such strategy and make a lot of money. And look, many of you like calendar. You could also do calendar here. You could say bull call spread, or even you could do calendar call spread as example and make some good money also. Look, many of you folks, you want to do calendar spread. It's right now we got a calendar spread suggested by Optionstrat on Tesla, as you can see here. And right now, look, we got a buying 305 call option expiring in 11/18, which is November 18. And then this is what we are buying, and we are selling right down here. We are selling 303 call option 1021. So what you're doing is you're selling to finance your long call option. You're selling the back month and buying the front month, so that way you have a nice calendar here. That's what you're doing here. Look, with this, your net debit, the money that you put forward, is 742. Your max profit is 1130. It's pretty nice here. Your max loss is pretty much contained, as you can see here. Very good strategy. Chance of profitability is 43%. As Tesla explores higher, you'll make some money. It's a great strategy. I know a lot of people do calendar spread to take advantage of this high volatility. When the volatility is high, you sell in the front month, take advantage of high volatility, and buy the back month, so that way you can make some good money. Alright, so now what we'll do is we'll go into the optimize. Many folks don't know what to do in this market, so that's when optimize will come into play. Right now we got Tesla as usual. You could change it to any other symbol. For example, let me change it to NVIDIA or even AMD. Both are my favorite stocks. Let's say AMD here. AMD is a great stock, as many of you know. And look, depending on your direction of the market, if you think you are bearish on AMD here, this will suggest some strategies. You are bearish, you can do long put, you can do bear call spread, you can do bear put spread. And we have a few more strategies, as you can see here. And Optionstrat very nicely gives you the chance of profitability here, 23%. If you have a paid membership, which is about $14 or so per month, and about $150 per year, very low price. And it tells you if you do a bear call spread, look, your chance of profitability increases. Look, that's why I love the bear call spread strategy. it's a great strategy to take advantage and make money in this volatile market. You could also do bear put spread, but look, your chance of profitability is not great. And you could do a short call. Short call, you got to be careful here. There is a nice 85% chance of making money here, but you got to be careful. If you do a short call, I suggest don't keep it for a long time. When the market tanks, just you can just buy it back in say in a week's time, so that way you can take advantage of volatility. Otherwise the theta decay is you got to be careful on the theta decay, or even market swings more than theta decay. Because of market swing, you got to be quick, just close it out within a week or two and go that way. And look, as you look through this here, you might say, what, I love short call. You can just click on short call here and open up visualizer. It kind of takes you to short call spread here, and look what's going on here. We are at October 21, 35 days out. We got AMD at $76, and it's suggesting, hey, you sell a $90 call option here, and for selling a $90 call option, you're bringing in $94, as you see here, and your estimated margin is $900. Max loss is infinite, as AMD theoretically can go to infinity. That's why it's infinite, and max profit is $94. That's the money you received. So that's why it's a good strategy. When the market is bearish and chance of profitability is 85%, and don't completely depend on the chance of profitability. As the market goes up and down, this initial chance of profitability may not be valid anymore. And if you want to look at how implied volatility impacts your price, you could do that too. And the data here, you could do multiple ways. For some of you want to look at the numbers, you could click on table here. It tells you how you are making money or losing money. Look, AMD right now is at $76, and if AMD goes to say AMD goes lower, you'll make money. Look, if AMD goes lower to $64, by 21st here, you'll make some nice money. You'll get entire money, all your credit. But if AMD shoots higher, you'll start making loss. As you can see here, you'll lose some money if AMD goes higher. And you could also look at a graph that we talked about. You could look at profit and loss. That's what we are doing right now. And you could look at the percentage, what's the percentage of profit or loss based on the net credit that you received here. And you could also look at the contract value. You can see how your contract, the amount that you paid, changes over the period of time, and percent of collateral, and so on and so forth. You can also see as implied volatility increases. If I go back to graph here, I love graph here. If you go back to graph, you can see how as implied volatility changes, what happens to your your amount. Look, as implied volatility changes, you can see what happens here. It's a good indication to look at the you can go to table view and you get a better picture here. Look, as implied volatility increases, as implied volatility decreases, you'll make more money because you sold a call option. But as implied volatility increases, you'll start losing money. That's why it becomes more and more red. So when you sell options, implied volatility increasing is not a good one. You want implied volatility to decrease. So I could click on this and reset and go back to normal. All right, so one of my favorite strategy, if you're bearish, instead of selling a naked call option, you could also do sell a call spread. That's a better strategy. All right, so that's about optimize here. I think we looked at one strategy, and you could look at extreme bear, or you could look at directional plays. Typically, when you are into options, I would love to go into a little more higher price stocks like Tesla. Tesla is one of my favorite stock of late because it moves so much you can make some good money. Look, for example, you may be neutral. Click on the neutral if you have a neutral bias. And look, we got neutral strategies. Look, we got iron butterfly, iron condor, short straddle, and few strategies like strangle. Look, keep watch on chance of profitability here. 24%, not worth your money, not worth your time. 34%, it's okay, not great. And then you got 57% in short straddle. But look, you're risking too much here. Risk is high here. Maybe you don't want so much risk. And then you got short strangle. This is only for experienced folks here. So with this here, because these two are really naked strategies here, you could go with probably iron butterfly or iron condor. Looks like iron condor could be better here, or even iron butterfly is also better. But chance of profitability is a little lower, as you can see here. But you're not taking too much risk. You could go with the strategies like iron butterfly. But the problem with the neutral strategy is market is bearish. When the market is too much bearish, if you go with the neutral strategies on a stock like Tesla, you can get your head handed to you because Tesla is known to jump up and down. That's why probably these neutral strategies are not worth for a stock like Tesla. You could you should go on a bullish or a bearish strategy. If the Tesla jumps up by $60 on a day, go with the little slightly bearish strategy. If Tesla is down by say $60, go with the bullish strategy. So if you want to go with the bullish strategy on Tesla, we looked at earlier, call option and call spread. If you want to go bearish, you could really sell a call spread and make some money here. Or even you could do other strategy. Look, very bearish here. If you're very bearish or even just slightly bearish, as you click on here, if you say very bearish, Optionstrat tells you your target price is 198, which is 34% below current stock price, as you can see here. Look right here. Optionstrat will tell you, depending on your direction, it tells you, hey, very bearish means 34% below current stock price, and if you click on bearish, it's 17% below current stock price. So that's how it tells you what to do. And many times, many of you don't want to put too much money into this market. That's why there's a nice budget field here. You can say my budget is $500. I'm bearish, and just click on it. It will tell you the strategy to accommodate your $500 budget. Now it tells you can do bear call spread, 41% chance. That's a good one here. You're risking just 482, or you can go with the bull or a bear put spread here, 35% chance, or you could go with the broken wing here, 22% chance. And look, you're still within the budget in all these strategies. By looking at this, probably you're better off with the bear put spread or even a bear call spread, because there is a nice 41% chance. That could be your best strategy here. And then you got directional strategies. You could click on directional and you get those strategies. And right now we're saying budget is $500. It tells you can do inverse iron condor, which is a good strategy, because as long as Tesla stays beyond below this price, 279, and above 326, you'll make money. Tesla is known to jump. And if you remove your budget here, you'll get more strategies. As you can see here, you get a lot more strategies. Straddle, strangle, like many of you know here, these are a little more risky strategies. And then you got inverse iron butterfly, nice 69% chance of success. You could go with that also. Look, risk is very low in this strategy, and you got some profit here. And you got bullish and very bullish strategies. All right, so what we can also do is really we could look at a few more things here. Let's do one thing. Let's go into probably a call here, long call, and look at a few more things here. As you go to long call here, my favorite is to look at the graph here. And look, we got a nice looking graph here, and you could see how to make money here. And look, let me pull this all the way to 295. So we are really selling a 295 call option here. Chance of profitability is 37%, and it's 35 days out, as you can see here. And I could also click on this historical chart here, and that's one of my favorite way. And you could look at historically how this has been doing. Look, as you look through this here, on the top we got the strategy here, our 295 call option, long call option. You can see how the price is. Look, price went up here. If you bought somewhere here, look, you made some nice money. It came down, it went up. Right now Tesla is going up, as you can see here. This gives me some hope. Hey, you know what, Tesla, the long call option, it's going higher, could be good time to buy some. And as Tesla falls down, this is some good time to buy Tesla. And we got underlying Tesla stock here. Look, Tesla stock is going higher. And we got here, I think, this red line here. Probably this one is it could be implied volatility, probably not. I think Tesla stock underlying itself is going high, which is a good sign here. All right, so then yeah, this is IV here. Look, IV is kind of flat. That helps this call option. With the IV goes higher, that's also good for this call option, because as IV goes higher, because you bought call option or your long option, your option price will go higher. That will be good also. So I love this view here. It tells you, how is your option doing, and how is your stock doing, and how is your implied volatility. So it's a good view to look at, and a great chart. All right, so finally we'll go into this flow here. Flow is very good. I love their unusual option flow here. If you click on flow, it gives you a nice summary here. So it tells it's a 15 minutes delayed here. You can upgrade for the flow here, like we talked about $500 per year. It's very, very worth it if you're a active options trader. It's telling you AMC is super bullish here, and then you got XLA is super bullish. Adobe turned bullish. Adobe, as many of you know, stock got really clubbed. It came down heavily after agreeing to buy another company here, Figma. I think it's a good buy at these levels. A lot of money is flowing into it, and you can see here these are the bullish strategies. Most bullish is AMC as of now, and these are all the bearish here. We got Valero, Snowflake, one of my favorite stock, Caterpillar. These are all the bearish plays here. And sometimes you might say, you know what, I don't want to see ETF. You could click on ETF. It will drop the ETF from the list here. Now you can see here all these meme stocks like AMC, RIOT blockchain on the top here, and you got Dollar General. And if you click on one of this here, it will give you a little more information. Look, we got somebody sold a put option 240 put here. It's a sweep. It's tells you it's a big institution. They collected a nice 101k premium. So you could click on this, and you could see what they've done here. They sold 240 put here, 923, which is this month itself. Nice 481 quantity, as you can see here. And if you want to follow their trade, you could click open visualizer here, and it tells you what they've done. Look, they sold a 240 put. Right now stock price is at 243. They're slightly out of the money here, and they're making some good money. Look, they created and they got a nice net credit here, and chance of profitability is 275%. That's pretty good here. And as you look here, you could also look at the historical chart here. Look, right now, from a stock perspective, Dollar General is making its way higher slowly. That's a good news. And from this strategy here, look, it's going higher. So it tells you it's a pretty good strategy here. IV is slightly cropping up here. It's if IV goes higher, these folks might lose some money because they sold put option here. but it's a generally good idea here. And we could look at some more flows here. Look, you could click on flow, you can look at all these flows here, and you can see which one you can follow, which these big traders you can follow here. And some of you just might want to look at ETFs. You can click on stocks and unfilter. Now we got only ETFs. You can see bullish perspective, XLA, QQQ. These are all bullish ETFs right now. All right, let's bring up stocks also here. You can look at various things. You can only look at calls or puts. You can look at mid caps, large cap. All these are free here. It's in your free trial. You get all these things. That's a good one. And you could also look at historical flow or even live flow. Historical flow, you got to be a premium member. You can look at the live flow here. It tells you what folks have done. And same story if you just want to look at stock here, because many times these ETFs will take up all the headline. So you could say unfiltered ETF. Now you got stock here. Look, you got PTC, Duolingo, waste management. A lot of things are going on here. If you want to follow some of these guys here, for example, you got a split here in waste management that tells you this call option is going in multiple exchanges, whereas some other like these ones could be in a single exchange. So you could look at this one here, click on it. If you want to follow this big trader, you could go into this here. It tells you some information. It's a bullish trade, mainly because look, we got price here 155, spot 169. It's above ask, that's why it's the bid is 150 and ask is 155. So price is at 155. That's why it's it's a really bullish trade, because it's at the ask here. And you could click on open visualizer here, and you could see what this person had done. Look, these folks have got waste management here, and they really bought 170 call. Right now stock price is 169. I think they're pretty optimistic this will go higher. And expiration day is just 7 days. Within 7 days looks like they're pretty sure stock will go higher. Look, nice looking volume here. So I think you could follow these guys here. They did not put too much money. Look, it's just $155 because it's out of the money slightly, and maximum profit is infinite, and chance of profit is 31%, mainly because it's slightly out of money. It's a good way. These folks might be knowing something. You can follow those folks, and you can go back to flow here and look at live flow more. And if you're an options trader, you could just if you're an ETF trader, you could just say check off stocks. You can look at just ETF. Look, there are some nice ETF trades here. You could follow them, or you could look at just stocks and not ETFs. And if you just want to look at spreads here, you could just click on spreads. You could just look at spreads. You could say call, put. Now we got just spreads here. You can now follow these big folks and see if you can do these spreads along with these big guys. So with that, we'll pretty much end here. Thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe. Optionstrat is a very good tool. You can get a very good idea, test your strategies before you put your trade in. So with that, I suggest start with the free option, and if you're a pretty active trader, I suggest going to their premium, which is about $150 per year. It's a great way. I'll put a link in the chat. Please click on it, and you could go into Optionstrat and subscribe. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. If you have any questions, please feel free to put it in the comment section. I will make effort to respond back for any questions that you might have. Thank you very much. Have a good one.